You can also use Associative Hide when you're using your structure settings in Autocad Mechanical 2010. Now you'll notice here on the plan view I have a top view of the hole, as you can see there, the screw as well, and also the slotted hole. So really the countersunk screw should be on top, then it should be the slotted hole, then it should be the tapped hole underneath in the bottom plate. So let's just zoom out slightly so that we can see both views. I'm going to pan across this way. I'm going to go to View and bring up my mechanical browser. Now you'll see that we've got a countersunk screw. There you go, top and front, slotted hole, top and front, tapped hole, top and front. Now what I can do with the tapped hole here is I can actually go to Property Overrides. And I can override the properties. Now the visibility there should be, do I want to see the hidden lines? Do I want to see the center lines? All I want to see is the center lines, for example. So if I OK that now, as you can see, look, there's some other objects there as well. So I need to change that slightly, or do I? What I need to do is make sure that I can see the countersunk screw. So see a screw there, go to Property Overrides, and I want to see everything. So I OK that like that. It doesn't make any difference because it was placed on top. So I have to have a hide situation there that will actually allow me to work with that. So I'm just going to undo what I did there a moment. Let's go back a few steps. So I'll just take that back by clicking, and there you go. You can see what's going on there. So let's zoom in on that again. So as you can see, there's the slotted hole, countersunk screw, tapped hole should be underneath. So how do we change this? How do we change our visibility views using our mechanical browser? Let's have a look at the countersunk screw there. And what we need to look at are property overrides and whether it's visible or not. If I go to tapped here and just make that invisible, unfortunately it's overridden the countersunk screw there. I need that on top. So what I've got to do there is somehow work with my hide and with my mechanical browser to get this to work so that when I'm using a structure, everything appears on top. So at the moment, there's the screw there, there's the tapped hole. But if I tick here, look, does that allow me to do anything? No, they're just little boxes to show what's going on in the browser itself. But at the moment, that's invisible. So if I right click it again and make it visible again, it's all there. So how do I fix this? How do I fix this top view? Well, there's the whole top view there. And what I can do now, look, if I go right down, Sub-Entity Property Overrides, I've also got Power Edit, Power View, and Representation there. So I've got lots of different settings. So if I go to Property Overrides here, I've even got a Sub-Entity set. So I can add, select the Sub-Entity there, right-click to confirm and enter. There's my Sub-Entity set 1. And override the visibility. Do I make it visible or invisible? So if I do invisible there, as you can see, part of that sub-entity changes. I'm just going to right click there and change that back. So I'll switch that off and I'll actually remove that there. I'm going to delete that one. So we're back to square one again. So how do I change the associative hide within the structure? Well, let's have a look at that in a little bit more detail.